holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me. Got a brand new visor. Yeah, your friend's smart, but my bud's wiser. Yeah.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Taken in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down, Vikings.
They run again on first down. Cook. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there out of Cook. 49 yards. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook taking it in. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
They're on the 25-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, You can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
2-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of. But so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Right back to him on first down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald, he gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's McDonald. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Gun, McDonald. And that is incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's a 2nd drop right here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the 1st quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly.
On for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
From the 27, Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
10 at the 41-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10, Lions nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Murray gets it quickly to Gallagher. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He's 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun now from Murray. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Murray. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ray McCloud, 30 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Next to score, Vikings 10, Lions 7.
So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in the big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
Point after.
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
To throw, it's Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. McDonald. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. setting up the screen for Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, they knew who to turn to on fourth down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise, because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped. And they got it done on that play.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
We're getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Second and goal.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Back at the 6-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the back. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Murray. They'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 23. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out to the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. From the gun, McDonald. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
To Adam Thielen.
It's a big one there for the Vikings. And even 50 yards.
1st down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And some room to run now. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to
take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Lions 7. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
To try again after the sack. Murray, open man is got it, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, Swift. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Murray able to complete this one to the cloud. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did it pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, it sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
A gain of 2.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The gun. Murray. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
On 2nd down. Swift, and a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Murray buying time to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Murray. Set to Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
Gain at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just got... And now look at him go! Past the 20, 10, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Golladay, 75 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Vikings 35, Lions 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over.
27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, now a desperation throw. Deep down. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football, because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Vikings, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.